You guys have to see these. We got these at Hallmark. Watch this.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
I'm just so impressed with these. They all do something different.
There's nothing like a little Christmas music to put me in the proper spirit.
I don't understand how these work. They're not connected. Isn't that incredible?
Decorating for Christmas is easy, especially when you have impeccable taste.
This is crazy. We do also believe in Festivus. So we've got our Festivus pole under the tree. We're just making French toast. I got this big fluffy bread. Look at this bread. Where did this come from? Albertsons? Oh, it's so big and fluffy. This is good French toast bread.
Texas toast.
Texas toast. Speaking of Texas, isn't that where my new figures just came from? From Kim Marie Cosplay? I'm so excited about these.
I look like a lot of people.
It's never not funny. How many of you guys have seen Inside Out? I very much recommend it if you haven't.
Oh, the sadness stays in the circle.
Levi sent us these from Starlight Studio. Love those. They're very, very shiny. We got a nice card from Joe. Gold King Ranger from Brighton, UK. This nice card came from the adventurous Joe. You'd think it would be hard to send me a Power Ranger toy that I didn't have, but I actually never bought the bikes, which I regretted shortly after. The only other one I have is blue, because we were gonna do a follow-up to the desert where Jerry had to ride the motorcycle because he killed his raptor. We never did that, but that's awesome. And then when I picked the box up, the guy at the UPS store kept shaking it. He's like, this was making noise when it came in. Every time he moved the box, I guess it would make a sound. There. You can ride on the train. You should have seen the mess in here yesterday. I'm still drying the water and cleaning up in here. This room is such a mess, and it was all... We needed some bubbles for when the Zord comes out of the water. Even with all the stock footage that we have access to and the software that we have, we just couldn't find anything to do bubbles the way we needed for Plesio coming out of the water. So I went to Petco and I spent about 40 bucks just for that little scene where you see the water. So that was a composite. I filled a pitcher with water and I put the bubbles on. So that's what we did today and a little bit of yesterday. How impressive are these? I think they wanted 30 a piece, but then if you buy one of them with something else, I think it knocks it down to 16. All 5 of them ended up being about $80. We got these at that mall across from IKEA in Burbank at the Hallmark store. Each one has at least 2 different songs and light shows, times 5. And then these all fade on. I love that! I just can't get enough of these. I am so impressed. I don't even think it matters what order you put them in. It's like they know who's next to each other sometimes. I think it knows who's to the left and the right. How does it do that? I'm having way too much fun with these. Are you eating my flock? Don't eat the flock. No flock. No tinsel, no flock, and don't eat the coaster. You stole my seat again, didn't you? That bubbling is what we were doing yesterday. It will look weird without it. There could certainly be a lot more splashing. Like, he should be a lot wetter. Obviously, he's going to the ocean, but it's a toy review. People expect these things quickly. It takes time to make it look like things are actually underwater when they're not. I know you've been eating the tinsel. I know you've been doing it. It smells good, and it looks good. We still haven't found the 5-inch figures near us, but did find the green Megazord yesterday at Target. It's really funny that they sort of did a Nerf gun, because that was my initial reaction when Kyryuger first premiered. I want to be able to see the details better, so I think this is what I had been using. Here's some airbrush paint thinner, some of the thinner in there. I'm doing this very sloppily. And then I just do that. And that's way too much, don't do that. If you guys were going to do this, you would take your time. This is supposed to be painted, I'm not going to do that. I just need this to be done, and in the video ASAP. Saying I'm bringing out the detail. You can use, some people use pens, markers. I've linked to some of those Gundam markers or other things that you can use. Alright, I think that does what it needs to do. I like that the legs can do that. You can get to them easier. See? It's a very easy, quick way to bring out all the detail. There actually is a lot of detail, which you can't see as much, because it's just shiny white plastic. Oh, that stuff ate a hole in my cup. We've got my Christmas train going. Those dogs have been barking furiously for about 6 hours now. That's why I have the headphones on. I can still hear it, but it's better. That really drives me crazy. This got rained on. I'm doing more physical Plesio stuff. Mia's doing the magic in here. Did you steal my seat again? Mia just sent me this scene. That's incredible. That looks fantastic. And then this is not a final. I just did this last night to get an idea of what it might look like. You can still see my hands, even though I'm wearing gloves. Yeah. I can't see in here. This new fog doesn't clear. That's what I wanted, but it's... Lucia, are you eating the flock? Stop eating the flock. It's my year in review. I know those people. If somebody looked at my year in review, they might think I liked Power Rangers. Oh, that's not Power Rangers. It's Harry Potter. I guess Power Rangers is okay. Wow, time really caught up with me. It feels like it was just 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's 11. Waiting for my fog to heat up. Get my banging Pac-Man pajamas. I'm using the 4K camera. That's a lot of Ks. I think this turned out pretty well. I just put a little bit of black paint in the thinner, and then I brush it on, and then I use paper towel to wipe this off to get pretty much most of the paint off. Oh, good. That's coming on now. I have to go back to work. Mia's still working on effects. I'm still editing and importing stuff. The cats have had a very good adventure today in flock eating and escaping from the barn. We call this side of the house the barn, and the cats aren't allowed out of the barn. I think there's actually a vlog that shows why they're not allowed on the other side of the house. Remember, Moochie? It's so cold in here. I came to get my socks with the little toes. Hello, Mia. It's colder here than it was in New Mexico or Arizona.
Oh, I don't understand. It was 15 degrees.
But not in the room. It's freezing in here.
Why doesn't this house get warm?
It's just freezing. You're the king of pride scratching post. Good boy. Alright, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's time for bed. Gotta get up early, go back to work, and we've got an appraiser coming for some reason. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.
I'll give you 12 good reasons why Christmas is my favorite time of year.
That's so fancy.